Welcome, truth seekers and lovers of the silver screen, to the digital sanctuary of analytical depth. You are watching Mr. Magazine, the only destination where we strip away the superficial layers of celebrity news to reveal the beating heart of the stories you love. In an era where television series rise and fall like the tide, forgotten by the next morning, a tectonic shift has occurred in the landscape of Turkish drama. We are standing at the epicenter of a cultural earthquake called Eşref Rüya. This is not just another high-budget production, it is a ghost of the past walking through the digital age, a story that has achieved the impossible by making a cynical world believe in slow, agonizing, and infinite love once again. Today, we are diving deep into the recent confessions of the luminous Demet Özdemir, who has finally broken her silence on the secret math behind this record-breaking phenomenon. We will explore the brooding, silent mastery of Çağatay Ulusoy and deconstruct the chemistry that has turned millions of viewers into devoted disciples of the Nice's saga. Before we unravel the threads of this modern masterpiece, I must ask you to secure your seat in our elite circle. If you demand a higher caliber of storytelling, please destroy that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay enlightened. For the true patrons of Mr. Magazine, the join button is waiting for you. By clicking it, you directly fund our independent investigative narratives and receive exclusive perks as a member of our inner circle. Don't forget to hit the like button right now to help the algorithm find every fan who is still dreaming of Rüya. Are you ready? Let us step into the world where the underworld meets the unyielding heart. The world of Turkish magazines is often a whirlwind of manufactured scandals and empty sound bites. However, a recent appearance by Demet Özdemir on the YouTube program Inexplicable has delivered a moment of unvarnished truth that is still vibrating through the industry. Demet, who has ascended to a new peak of maturity in her portrayal of Nisan, didn't offer the usual clichés. Instead, she offered a diagnosis of why the public has become so desperately attached to this story. Nowadays, she observed with a piercing clarity, everything happens so fast. Love begins and ends in a heartbeat on our screens. But Eşref Rüya, it brings back the spirit of the past. This is the core of the Mr. Magazine analysis today. We live in a Tinder age of television, where characters fall in love in the first act and part ways by the second. But in the world of Eşref and Nisan, time is the enemy and the architect. Demet's confession reveals that the secret to their success is patience. The audience is not just watching a plot. They are experiencing a sense of waiting and longing that feels like an echo from an older, more meaningful era. By portraying a childhood love that refuses to die in the harsh climate of the criminal underworld, Demet and Çağatay have tapped into a collective thirst for a love that doesn't surrender to the fast-paced consumption of modern life. While Demet provides the emotional heartbeat of the series, Çağatay Ulusoy provides its gravity. In the corridors of Mr. Magazine, we often discuss the Ulusoy evolution. From the charming emir of our youth to the gritty Dagon, he has always been a chameleon. But as Eşref Tek, he has reached a level of stoicism that borders on the mythical. The success of Eşref Rüya is inextricably tied to Çağatay's quiet gaze. He has mastered the art of dominating a scene without uttering a single line. According to insiders from the set, his preparation for this role involved an intense psychological deconstruction of the orphan-turned-underworld ruler archetype. He doesn't play a criminal, he plays a protector whose soul is permanently trapped in the moment he lost his family, and the moment he found his Rüya. His performance is a masterclass in controlled intensity. When he looks at Nisan, the viewer doesn't just see a protagonist, they feel the weight of 20 years of silence. This is the Ulusoy effect, a charisma that isn't loud or flashy, but a deep, resonant hum that pulls the viewer into his orbit. In the world of celebrity gossip, we often talk about presence, but what Çağatay offers here is permanence. He makes Eşref Tek feel like a man who has always existed in the shadows of our own history. We are diving deep into the psychology of this record-breaking duo. If you are enjoying this level of analysis, please remember that you can support the channel directly. By clicking the join button, you become a producer of this content, ensuring that we can continue to bring you these high-quality narratives. Your support allows us to remain the leading voice in investigative celebrity analysis. What happens when you pair the warm, sincere energy of Demet Özdemir with the introverted power of Çağatay Ulusoy? You get that exceptional balance that has turned Eşref Rüya into a ratings titan. In the world of Turkish dramas, we often see exaggerated romanticism, the heavy music, the slow-motion stares, the artificial drama. But with the Denise's duo, the chemistry exists in the subtext. It is in the way they don't touch. It is in the space between their words. Social media is currently flooded with fan edits of their silent scenes, and for good reason. The viewers describe this harmony as believable, precisely because it isn't perfect. Demet's Nisan is fragile yet unyielding, Kagate's Eşref is powerful yet spiritually hollow without her. When these two energies collide, they create a near-perfect cinematic equilibrium. This is why the series has established such a profound connection with female viewers in particular. Nisan is not a damsel in distress, she is a reflection of many women's internal struggles. Facing the scars of the past while navigating a dangerous present. Demet Özdemir's decision to show Nisan's fears and mistakes, rather than an idealized version of a heroine, is what makes the character immortal. Let's talk about the numbers, for in the world of Mr. Magazine, data is the evidence of truth. On December 17, 2025, Eşref Rüya achieved something very few shows in the current digital era have managed. It broke into double-digit ratings, reaching a staggering 10.26 in the ABC One category. This isn't just a hit show, it is a monopoly of the audience's attention. Why is the math so clear? It is the combination of a solid script by Demet Özdemir, the visionary direction of Uluç Bayraktar, and a cast that feels curated by destiny. But more importantly, it is the rejection of the fast food drama model. By choosing a story about impossible romance and childhood longing, the producers have tapped into a deep-seated nostalgia. Even the show's summary. A man from the underworld looking for the girl he named Rüya as a child, reads like a modern fairy tale. This success has silenced the gossip world's skeptics. While other shows struggle to find their footing, Eşref Rüya has cut the racon of the industry, standing alone at the top of the mountain. It proves that despite the rise of digital platforms, the power of a deeply human story on television remains the ultimate force in Turkish culture. Beyond the cameras, the rumors from the set describe an atmosphere that would surprise many. In an industry often plagued by ego clashes and on-set crises, Eşref Rüya is a sanctuary of professionalism. Sources tell Mr. Magazine that Demet and Kagate maintain a respectful but distant harmony offset. This is the secret to their chemistry, they protect the magic of their characters by maintaining a professional sanctity in real life. Demet's interview confirmed this. Everyone is very respectful of their work. This creates a safe space. They rehearse extensively, dissecting every line and every look. They are not just actors for hire, they are architects of an emotional experience. This meticulousness explains why the scenes feel so visceral. Every glance is calculated for maximum impact, every silence is weighted with intention. I want to pause here and ask you, the heartbeat of the Mr. Magazine community. Which scene between Nisan and Eşref moved you the most this season? Was it the prison release in episode 15, or the heart-shattering separation in episode 23? I am incredibly curious to hear your personal theories on where this Rüya is going. Please, share your thoughts in the comments below, I read every single one of them. As soon as the Wednesday night episodes air, the digital world transforms. Eşref Rüya doesn't just trend, it dominates. From Brazil to Spain, the Denise's phenomenon has transcended borders. The scenes with Demet and Kagate reach millions of views within minutes of being uploaded to YouTube. This digital interaction is what keeps the series' heart beating throughout the week. Fan accounts have become unofficial historians of the show, generating theories that are often as complex as the script itself. This intense interaction demonstrates that the series has forged a strong bond not only with television viewers but also with the new generation of digital consumers. The visual language of the show, the dark, romantic atmosphere, the nostalgic colors, and the haunting music, makes it perfect for the TikTok and Instagram generation. But beneath the cool visuals lies the same truth Demet spoke of, sincerity. The viewers see not just a love story, but their own forgotten feelings reflected in Nisan and Eşref. They see the impossible loves of their own lives, the people they lost to time, and the Rüya they are still chasing. As we close the file on this week's analysis, one thing is certain: Eşref Rüya is no longer just a television project, it is a milestone in the careers of two of our greatest stars. Demet Özdemir has reached a new peak of maturity, and Çağatay Ulusoy has solidified his status as the king of screen charisma. They have reminded us that in a world of fast-paced, disposable everything, there is still a place for a love that grows patiently, a love that waits, and a love that dreams. The record-breaking ratings are just a number, but the emotion they have stirred in the hearts of millions is the true legacy of this show. Now, I turn the spotlight over to you, the brilliant audience of Mr. Magazine. Which Turkish duo would you like us to investigate next? Who else do you think shares a chemistry as powerful as Demet and Çağatay? Let us know in the comments below. Please, do not forget to like this video if you appreciated the depth of this investigation. Subscribe to Mr. Magazine to ensure you never miss the truth, and consider hitting the join button to support independent, high-quality celebrity journalism. Until the next revelation, keep your eyes on the truth and your heart on the story. This is Mr. Magazine, signing off.